Today was a write-off. It's income tax time. And I never do it by myself. I have not got a head for numbers. But I do it with my kids. And the thing is, all of a sudden there was someone coming down the stairs with a laptop. And they said, "Oh, we're going to do our taxes." And I went, "Oh, thanks for warning me." I said, "Right now?" "Yep." "Okay. All right. Sure." Better to get it out of the way than not, right? So it was just unexpected. And I'd been busy all morning. For one thing, they went swimming. Every Saturday morning is swimming for the baby. So they went swimming with the baby, and I had the dog. I wanted to do my exercises, but because the dog was here, I didn't do them. Because she has this, it's cute. As soon as you get down on the floor, if you lie down on the floor, she puts her face in yours. That's it. You're lying down, her face goes on your face. She doesn't do anything more than that. She just puts her face on. Why? I don't know. Mimi doesn't know why either. It's a thing. And she does it every time. So part of what I do when I do my stretches or my exercises is lie down on the floor. And the most important exercise that I do is me lying on the floor doing leg work. And yeah, so that couldn't happen. So I did other things around the house, did laundry, did my whites, so on and so forth. Got up a little late, then one thing led to another, and before I knew it, it was noon, And I wish it would stop circling my face. Yes, that is my face. Sorry, it's my phone, and it keeps on going. This is your face. You're right here. I must have changed a setting and never did that before. It's annoying. I will ignore it. Yeah, so I looked at various things, and I was talking with Veronica because the curling was starting at noon, and she had said yesterday that the curling would go from noon until 6. And I looked it up. I said, "There's no curling at noon. There's no curling at noon. It starts at 6. There's nothing at noon." What else was I doing? There are 2 things that I was doing. I can't remember. Damn. Anyway, I was talking to her about it. Geez, gym uniforms just have not changed. They're wearing the same uniforms that I wore when I was in high school. Huh. No, they're not even in high school. They're in university. Well. Anyway, so then I had my lunch. It was a delicious lunch. I should have had my smoked salmon, but I forgot because it was tucked underneath the meat. And I was not intending on having meat today. So I just had, because I got avocados. So, and they're small, so 1 avocado will do for lunch. And then I had my bean mixture. So I had my avocado bean mixture on my naan. So that was good. Plus I had some red peppers. So I had a couple of slices of red pepper. It was a delicious lunch. Wonderful. Anyway, then they came home. then Mimi came down and we started talking about doing something with my money, because I had my money in a certain place and we had discussed changing the location of some other money. So I said, why don't we do that now? So we talked about that, and then we talked about bank stuff, and then we talked about investment stuff, and it got into a long conversation. And then she came down later and said, let's do the taxes. So then the taxes happened. And that took a while. So, like I said, the day was a write-off. Then then my son came down and we had the baby here, and back and forth and back and forth. Taxes finally got done. Decisions got made. And then she said, would you mind taking care of the baby for a little while? And they did their taxes. So all household taxes are done. And in the meantime, I was trying to I couldn't talk to Veronica. And then when I finally did, we just did a little back and forth about the curling, about taxes, about her having to do something, and this and that and the other thing. Anyway, she left, and then I got around to my doing stuff. Taxes just fluster me. They were done so quickly. Then I started cleaning up some paperwork and organizing some other paperwork. And this is my tax stuff for next year. Now I have to, and I hate putting, that's the thing. I hate filing. There we go. That's my problem. I hate filing, and it ends up just occupying my desk for the longest time until I get fed up with it. And then I finally deal with it. But until that comes to fruition, I am annoyed by my messy desk. And it's entirely my own fault. And I could easily do something about it if I just took the printer off my filing cabinet down there and filed things. Yep. That's it. And I was going to do 2 sets of exercises, one in the morning today and one in the evening. Well, that didn't happen because everything else happened. I really don't like doing exercises in the morning. I like going for walks any time of day, but exercises like lifting weights or going on the elliptical or going on the rowing machine, morning is not my time. It's afternoon and evening. But I have done a set of ellipticals today. So what's the big deal? Well, it was in the afternoon. I don't know when it was. It was not in the morning anyway. I was watching curling. If it was curling, it must have been, no, it couldn't have been curling because curling was after 12. And I had to get Veronica to help me find it, yes, because there was a bizarre title. They had the same thing. There was a soccer game and curling. And I did not go to that oddly named thing, which was the, what was it? It was called I told Veronica and she says, that's weird. Odd. The cup, yes. It's called what's it called? Where's our Their name threw me off. Yes, I said that. She Believes Cup. So it was women's soccer, okay? And it was called the She Believes Cup. And so I didn't click on that because I was looking for the curling. And I didn't, all it said She Believes Cup. It didn't say it was soccer or anything. So I would just went past it. And there was 2 of those, and there was no curling, no curling. Finally, Veronica said that she thought there was some soccer on, and I clicked on it. And I realized that one was soccer, but the other was curling. I found my curling. Okay. Now we have the Leafs. Yes, the Leafs are on tonight. We're going to give them a chance. There's more curling too. So Team Canada beat Gushu, which was, unfortunate because he was supposed to go out with a win and he did not. He's retiring from curling. Yeah, that's too bad. I am not that invested in curling, so I don't really care. My taxes are done. Yay! That's what I'm happy about. Then I made supper. Supper was easy. Sole, frozen sole. I did carrots, potatoes, kale, and mushrooms in the air fryer. Because not walking, that's what's keeping me slim. Or slimmer. I'm not slim anymore. I have this bulge. I have a bulge, and it's my own fault. Because I refuse to stop eating just because I'm not exercising as much. Yeah, the walking 4 kilometers a day kept me not overweight. NHL hockey twice. Different channels. You pick. You just pick which one you like. Okay, I've obviously clicked on hockey at 7 twice. I second guess myself and I think that I didn't do something. I forget that I've already done it. But I'm not forgetting that I've done my taxes. Woo!